South Indian filter coffee. There is hardly anybody who has never heard about this, and most of us are obsessed with our filter coffees. But did you know that back in the day, filter coffee was made without a filter? Because filters were a later addition, but when coffee was introduced earlier, it was a process of boiling these grounded coffee seeds, not like the fine powder that we see today. These were crushed, barely crushed, with some granules of coffee beans and some fine powder. Let me tell you how it worked. Now, coffee beans, when they were obtained, were roasted in open iron pans in open air, and once they turned black or dark, that is when they were crushed with the standard mortar pestle-like structure. Now, that gave a few granules of coffee beans along with some powder. Now, this was boiled for hours together until it became a thick decoction, and which kind of seemed syrupy. And to make this bitter liquid consumable, jaggery or palm sugar was added along with ginger and cardamom in some cases. Now, this was filtered using a thin white cloth to separate the dust and the floating particles from the liquid. Now then, full fat milk was added, which gave result to the Madras filter coffee, or the South Indian filter coffee that we know of today. Brass filters came in at a later point in time, but let me also let you in on a little secret. If you buy coffee today, there is a good percentage of chicory that is added, which is actually a derivative of a root from the chicory plant. Now, usual combinations are 60-40, where 60 is coffee, 40 is chicory, or 70-30 depending upon what you like. Now, this was not always the case, because coffee was always had as 100% coffee back in the day. Now, chicory was added because there was a shortage of coffee supplies globally during the Second World War, and this resulted in a scarcity of coffee. Now, how did they make up for this scarcity and make it accessible for a longer time? By adding chicory to that. Now, it instantly became a hit, and it eventually became a standard practice of coffee, including chicory in it even today. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a little secret about the South Indian filter coffee. Now, comment coffee. I shall send you a link to the journey of coffee to India. That's about it. See you in the next video. My name is Casey. Stay tuned.